sorry for bothering you. Does anyone usually sit here? Oh, well, would you mind if I sat here next to you then? Thanks. Yeah, I know, I'm super late, but I had a really hard time trying to find my way here. What was that? Who? Me? Yeah, you would be right. Am I that easy to read? Yeah, I'm the new student. Well, not really new at being a student, but new here to this school. Okay, I guess that was obvious enough. I'm a transfer student. Yeah, that was the term I was looking for. Sorry, I'm still a little nervous, because I don't know anything or anyone here. I've never moved before either. But now I'm just rambling about myself. I can see you're working, so I'll get right on that as well. And stop bothering you. Let's see, what does the board say? We're going over last week's material, and we're supposed to open our books to... Uh-oh. Books. Right. Hey, actually, can I just ask you one question? Well, it's more of a favor now that I think about it. Alright, and I completely forgot to ask. What's your name? Well, it's nice to meet you, and my name is Jay. And the other thing I wanted to ask was, did you happen to bring the textbook for this class with you today? You have it open right there. Yeah, I'm not the most observant, but what I wanted to ask was, I kind of forgot mine, so do you think maybe you could share with me? Just today, I promise. Really? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I actually already picked up my books last week when I was getting all the paperwork done, but I guess I was too much of a panicky mess that I forgot to bring my books today. You really don't miss anything, do you? It's okay. I've been told I can be kind of clueless and spacey sometimes. Or most times. What's in my bag then if I didn't bring? Oh yeah. I guess it does look pretty bulky right now. I should probably explain a little bit more about myself, so you don't judge me too hard when I tell you what's inside. I wasn't kidding about the spacey part. I get bored and then distracted as a result very easily. So I usually like carrying a sketch pad and book in there. Oh, and my Switch. But I feel like I've been going on about myself for way too long. I don't want you to think that I'm like this normally, so, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? It doesn't have to be super personal, of course, unless you want it to be. Just enough to break the ice a little. Oh, come on. I'm sure you have lots of interesting things about yourself. So I'm not taking any not muches or nothing really type of answers today. Okay. I see we're getting the basics out of the way first. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds fun. Like, really fun. I've always wanted to get into that, but I never felt like I had the talent for it. But I guess that's what people who are too lazy to commit to doing something or learning something new would usually say. So, sorry. Yeah, go on. Really? Okay. That's pretty different. But not bad, of course. It's interesting. I mean, just because not a lot of people know about it or are into it doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, well, first off, I just wanted to say, I told you so. I mean about you not having much interesting to share. Yeah, those bits of information that you told me about yourself are more interesting than you give them credit for. And it's really fun watching the faces you make when you're thinking and talking about yourself. Or maybe I'm just what? Boring? Yeah, I guess. Maybe I'm just such a boring person that anything impresses me. But yeah, secondly, would you like for me to share now? I mean, I kind of shared a little bit about myself already, but those details so far might not lead to the best first impression. I don't have to, though, if you don't want me to talk anymore. Cool. Okay. Again, my name's Jay. As you know, hopefully you haven't forgotten yet, because, well, actually I would understand if you did, because the amount of times I've introduced myself and met someone new, and then immediately forgot what their name was supposed to be, and I would spend the rest of the conversation just, like, talking to them like, hey, yeah, that's really interesting. I agree with you, and then never actually use their name. And then, of course, the other person remembers my name every time. So they're like, hey, do you like this movie, Jay? Showing off their superior memory. Or maybe that's more just me being terrible at socializing. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. About me. Yeah, that was a pretty big tangent, but I transferred here last week. But I've moved in about a week ago. I honestly shouldn't be as nervous as I am, considering I only moved from a few towns over, so... And I know lots of people who have to move not sure if you're into star signs too much. I never really got into it myself, so I don't know who's supposed to get along with what. But there's that. I hope we're compatible if you are, and if we're not, just pretend you didn't hear me mention any of this. That's how it works, right? And my favorite color is green, but I'm not really the jealous type. Well, maybe a little bit. It happens sometimes, I admit. And lastly, I like to draw sometimes, and I like to play video games. Not exactly the recipe to being the popular guy or anything, but it's probably better off that way. I'd rather spend most of my time on my own, or at least not with too many people. I guess that's about it. What do you think? It was kinda interesting to listen to. Well, I'm glad. I found you kinda interesting as well. Kidding. But well, kind of awkward, maybe, to ask, but do you want to be my friend? I mean, I don't think people usually explicitly have to ask that. It just happens, but again, this is my first day here, and my first class even, and I really like talking to you so far. So, why not? Yeah. I'm glad. You're my first friend I've made here then. I guess that also makes you my best friend here too. Wait, I'm not sure how I feel about bestie, but I feel like it, sure. Oh jeez, look at the time. I've talked so much. I guess we should get back to work. And I mean, I don't really want to pressure you or anything, so if you'd rather be more casual, we can be the type of friends that just say, hey, or do like a head nod when they pass each other, but never actually hang